first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Rams, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. Finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And some space here. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Stafford. They'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for it with Akers. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start with the option. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. Dobbins is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
3rd and goal, Jackson on the move to his left. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Tucker's kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Well, the Rams at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford sliding out of the pocket. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Stafford looks to throw again. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Stafford flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's only able to get it up to about the 2-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Now Jackson back into his end zone. Buying time to his left. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. So roughing the passer, and they get the safety there.
And this is one I think where the safeties usually got to come a long way. So sometimes it's tough for them to slow down that momentum. That's going to draw the flag more times than not.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They go play action with Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 62 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He starts with a give to Akers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Well, here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety? coming up and making the big-time play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Now Jackson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson now.
They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Owe.
And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where...
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, L.A.
Cooper Kupp,
79 yards.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Rolling to his right. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And it's taken in at the 9. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford dancing to his left.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The final shot before the break. Stafford steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play.
And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Stafford now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
From the 50, it's Stafford. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Again, it's Stafford.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
On fourth down, Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
77 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On the counter now, it's Dobbins.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 17. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Yeah, the Ravens are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 27, Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Stafford on 3rd down.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 35. Out of the gun, Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And Jackson going to run again.
Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford being chased out left. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Lawrence Cager.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Rams take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got the two-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Steps away.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. To throw is Stafford. And now here is another interception.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Now Stafford.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
From the 50, Stafford.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Stafford.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Play action. Stafford. He'll buy some time right. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Sacked on the corner blitz by Marlon Humphrey.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Stafford. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now it's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review. So they had it right.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Here's Jackson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Stafford now to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to
and that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Down to a knee goes Jackson.